Hello, everybody, and welcome to Chapter 2 Life Skills. In this chapter, your learning objectives will be the ability to list the principles that contribute to personal and professional success, creating a mission statement, explaining long-term and short-term goals, discussing the most effective ways to manage your time, demonstrating good study habits, defining ethics, and listing characteristics of a healthy, positive attitude. Please turn to page 22. While good technical skills are extremely important to master, learning and applying sound life skills are just as important. The salon is a creative workspace where individuals are expected to exercise artistic talent. Please highlight the following. In addition, a successful salon or spa atmosphere is a highly social environment which influences workers to develop exceptional communication, decision-making, image building, customer service, and self-actualization, goal-setting, time management skills. These are called life skills. Please remember that term, life skills. It is the foundation of success for students and professionals. Practicing good life skills will lead to a more satisfying and productive beauty career. Beauty professionals work with many different types of clients, and having good life skills can help those with interactions and having a positivity in any situation. The ability to deal with difficult circumstances comes from having well-developed life skills. Having good life skills builds self-esteem, which helps individuals achieve their goals. Life skills in action. Some of the most important life skills for you to remember and practice include being helpful and caring to others, making good friends, feeling good about oneself, maintaining a cooperative attitude, approaching work with a strong sense of responsibility, being consistent in your work, adapting successfully to different situations, sticking to a goal and seeing a job through to completion, mastering techniques to become more organized, developing sound decision-making skills. Please turn to page 23. Interpret the psychology of success. Success has been defined in many ways over the years. What is your definition of success? Everybody's definition of success will be different based on what your goals are in life. Please take a couple minutes to think about your answer and write it down. Please know, nothing is right or wrong, and no definition of success is better than the other. It's all on your personal feelings and what your life goals are. The process of self-actualization is fulfilling one's potential, and it requires a lifelong commitment to stay on course and feel your passion by following these proven building steps. Action steps for success. Being successful requires hard work and effort. Continually focusing on following action steps will create a solid foundation to achieve your goals. Number 1, build self-esteem. Self-esteem, please highlight, is based on inner strength and begins with trusting your ability to achieve set goals. Self-esteem. No more highlighting. It is essential to begin developing high self-esteem while in school. Read positive affirmations is a great way to start building self-esteem. And most of all, believing in yourself. You're worth it. You can do it. Visualize success. Imagine yourself working in a dream salon. You are 100% competent to do this. You can handle clients, you love your job, and the environment of the salon. The more you practice visualization, the more easily you can turn your vision into the reality. Please highlight. Build on your strengths. Practice doing whatever helps. It will maintain a positive self-image. If you're doing good at something, for example, guitar, running, cooking, gardening, the time you invest into this activity will allow you to feel good about yourself. Remember that there are many things that you're good at, and you just might not even realize it. You may be a great listener, for instance, and caring for a considerate friend. Please end your highlighting. Please begin highlighting. Be kind to yourself. Eliminate self-critical or negative thoughts. It is counterproductive. End of highlighting. Again, repeating. Be kind to yourself. Eliminate self-critical or negative thoughts that are counterproductive. End of highlighting. If you make a mistake, view it as a learning opportunity and improve it and get it right. Stay true to yourself. Be yourself, be professional, be unique. It's a valuable asset to beauty professionals. It takes too much time and effort to be something that you're not. Please highlight, practice new behaviors. Because you're creating success in a skill, you can develop it by practicing positive new behaviors such as speaking with confidence, standing tall, and using proper grammar. End of highlighting. Keep your personal life separate from your work. This is very important working in a social environment. Talking about your personal life at work is counterproductive and can cause the whole salon to suffer. Clients do not appreciate it. Please turn to page 24. Keep your energy up. Successful cosmetologists take care of themselves. Get a proper amount of sleep, eat healthy foods, and manage your time wisely. Create a balance by spending time with friends and families, and have a hobby or a recreational activity. Please highlight. Respect others. Make a conscious effort to respect everyone. Exercise good manners with others by using words like please, thank you, and excuse me. Practice being a good listener and remember not to interrupt others when they are speaking. End of highlighting. Stay productive. There are 3 bad habits that can keep you from maintaining your peak performance. Number 1, procrastination. Number 2, perfectionism. Number 3, lack of a game plan. You will see almost an instant improvement in your productivity when you eliminate these troublesome tendencies. Number 1, procrastination. Please highlight. What it is? Procrastination is putting it off until tomorrow what you can do today. For example, I'll study tomorrow instead of today. This thought process may be attributed to scheduling too many tasks at one time, which is a symptom of faulty organization, or could be lack of ambition. Number 2, perfectionism. It's an unhealthy compulsion to do things perfectly. Success is never defined by doing things perfectly. In fact, someone who never makes a mistake may not be taking the necessary risk for growth and improvement. Number 3, lacking a game plan. Having a game plan is a conscious act of planning your life instead of just letting things happen. While an overall game plan is usually organized into large blocks of time, for example, 5 to 10 years, it's just as important to set daily, monthly, and yearly goals. Where do you want your career to be in 5 years from now? What do you have this week, this month, and this year to move closer to that goal? Motivation and self-management. Starting something new can both be exciting and also intimidating. For example, many students feel so nervous about starting cosmetology school. Despite the emotion someone feels, motivation and self-management skills will help people move to that next level in their career. To achieve success, you need more than an external push. You must feel that real sense of personal excitement and good reason for staying on the course. You're in charge of your life and managing your own time. To do this successfully, use creativity and goal setting. Your creativity capability. Creativity means having a talent such as painting, acting, cutting hair, applying makeup, and doing artificial nails. Creativity is also an unlimited inner source of ideas and solutions. To enhance your creativity, keep these guidelines in mind. Be positive. Criticism blocks the creative mind from being in a positive state and exploring new ideas and discovering solutions to challenges. Look around for creative inspiration. Tap into creative energy. Look to museum, fashion, and magazines. Instagram is a great one if you want to feel inspired right now. Improve your vocabulary. Build a positive vocabulary by using active problem-solving words like explore, analyze, and determine. Surround yourself with others who share your same passion. In today's hectic and pressured-up world, many talented people find that they're more creative in an environment where people work together and share ideas. This is where the value of a strong team comes into play. Moving towards designing a mission statement. Please highlight the following. An essential part of business is a mission statement, which establishes the purpose and value of an individual institution that lives and work flow by. It provides a sense of direction and guiding defining principles with clarifying goals, as well as how an organization operates. End of highlighting. Often you find mission statements with companies posted for customers to read. For example, One Beauty, to create a positive and inspiring learning environment for students to grow. Look for a mission statement next time you go to a hotel, fast food restaurant, or other service-related businesses. The mission also becomes more than just a statement. It becomes a culture for the organization. It has a well-thought-out sense of purpose in a form of a mission statement, and it helps with the individual's journey to success. Start thinking and creating a mission statement with your interests. On Figure 2.4, there is a tool to help you start pulling one together. Try to prepare a mission statement in 1 or 2 sentences that communicates who you are and what you want out of your life. It's a great guiding principle to have in your pocket. It'll help you feel secure when things temporarily go off course, and for reinforcement to keep a copy of your mission statement where you can see it frequently to hold you accountable. Please look at Figure 2.4 and review it. On page 26, look at your setting goals. Do you have direction? Do you have drive? Do you have desire and a dream? If you do, you have a reasonable idea on how to go about meeting your goals. Goal setting is the identification of long-term goals and short-term goals. When you know what you want, you can draw a circle around your destination and chart the best course to get there. By mapping your goals, you will see where to focus your attention in order to fulfill your dreams. Please highlight the following. Goal setting is the identification of long-term and short-term goals. When you know what you want, you can draw a circle around the destination chart and get the best course to get there. By mapping your goals, you will see where to focus your attention in order to fulfill your dreams. Page 27. When setting goals, categorize them based on the amount of time it takes to accomplish that goal. Please highlight. An example of a short-term goal is to get through an exam successfully. Another short-term goal is to graduate from cosmetology school. Short-term goals are usually to be accomplished in less than 1 year. Please ensure you have this highlighted. Short-term goals are usually to be accomplished in less than a year. Please highlight. Long-term goals are to be measured in larger increments of 2 to 5 years, 10 years, or even sometimes longer. An example of a long-term goal would be being a salon owner in 5 years, or being a homeowner. End of highlighting. Once you've organized your thoughts, write them down in a short and long-term columns. Divide each set into goals into workable segments. Now that the goals will not seem out of sight or overwhelming. For example, if you're a part-time cosmetology student, one of your long-term goals should be to become a licensed cosmetologist. At first, getting this license might seem to require a little bit overwhelming time. However, when a large aspiration are divided into smaller short-term goals, for example, going to class on time, completing your homework, mastering your techniques, each step leads to an accomplishment and into a larger goal. Remember, set feasible goals to create a plan of action and revisit that plan often. While adjusting goals and action plans may be necessary from time to time, successful people know that focusing on their goals will move them into additional success. Please turn to page 28. Please see that chart on page 28 on goal-setting checklists, completion dates, and if you've completed the task. Photocopy this and fill in your own goals, 1 to 7. This can be personal or professional. Please keep it handy. You don't need to show us. It's something for you personally to do. Page 29. Demonstrating time management. Each of us have our own internal organizer. When we pay attention to our inner organizer, we can learn how to manage our time efficiently. This will allow us to reach our goals faster. Here are some of the most effective ways to manage our time. Please highlight. Learn to prioritize by ordering tasks on your to-do list from the most important to least important. End of highlighting. When designing your time management system, make sure it will work for you. For example, if you're a person who needs a fair amount of time of flexibility, schedule some blocks of unstructured time. Never take more than you can handle. Learn to say no firmly but kindly and mean it. It is a lot easier to complete tasks if activities are limited. Please highlight. Learn problem-solving techniques that will save you time and needless frustration. Again, please highlight. Learn problem-solving techniques that will save you time and needless frustration. End of highlighting. Give yourself some downtime whenever you're frustrated, overwhelmed, worried, or feeling guilty. You may lose valuable time and energy when you're in a negative state of mind. Unfortunately, there are many situations when you can't get up and walk away. You need to handle these difficult times. Try practicing the technique of deep breathing. Fill your lungs as much as you can and exhale slowly. About 5 to 10 breaths, and you'll usually find that you've calmed down and your inner balance has been restored. Have a notepad, organizer, tablet, or any other type of digital application accessible at all times. Make daily, weekly, and monthly schedules to show exam times, study sessions, and any other regular commitments. Plan leisure time around these commitments rather than the other way around. Please turn to page 30. Identify times through the day when you're energetic and times when you need to relax. Plan your schedule accordingly. Reward yourself with a special treat or activity for your work well done and efficient time management. Never ever neglect physical activity. Remember that exercise, recreation can stimulate clearer thinking. Schedule at least one time block day of free time. This will be your hedge against events that happen unexpectedly, and things will happen unexpectedly. For example, car trouble, babysitting problems, helping a friend in need, or unforeseen circumstances. Understand the value of to-do lists from day to day and week to week. This will help you prioritize your tasks and activities, a key element in organizing time management efficiently. Lastly, make time management a habit. Employing successful learning tools. Having a successful career in the beauty industry begins with employing learning tools while in school. Realize the greatest benefit to education can provide commitment to yourself. Attend all your classes. Arrive early. Prepare yourself. Have your materials ready. Listen attentively to your teacher. Take notes. Highlight important notes. Pay close attention during the summary and review sessions. When something is not clear, ask for clarification. And if you're still unsure, ask again for assistance. If you find studying overwhelming, focus on small tasks at a time. Please highlight establishing good study habits. If you find studying overwhelming, focus on small tasks one at a time. For example, instead of trying to study for 3 to 4 hours at a time, set the bar lower by studying in smaller chunks of time. If your mind tends to wander in class, try writing down key words or phrases as your instructor discusses them. At any time, if you lose focus, do not hesitate to stay after class and ask questions based on your notes. End of highlighting. Page 31. Another study tip is to find other students who are helpful and supportive. Studying in groups can bring positive results for everyone, including improved study skills and better understanding of the material. Part of developing good study habits is knowing where, when, and how to study. Where? Establish a comfortable, quiet place to study without interruptions. Have everything you need, books, pens, papers, proper lighting prior to studying. Remaining alert as possible by sitting up straight, reclining usually makes you sleepy. When to study? Start out by estimating how much time you need. Study when you feel the most energetic and motivated. Practice effective time management by studying during blocks of time that would otherwise be wasted. For example, waiting in a doctor's office or taking a bus across town. Study just one section of a chapter at a time and review the key points. Flashcards are a great tool in the beauty industry, and especially studying for your cosmetology ticket. Highlight key words and phrases as you go along and make them into flashcards. Test yourself on each section to ensure you understand the information. You can do this by using the exam prep and also your study guide. Remember that every effort you make on your own to follow through on your education is an investment into your future. This progress within your learning will increase your confidence. The fact that you've mastered a range of information and techniques, your self-esteem will soar, along with your grades. Please turn to page 32. Practice ethical standards. Please highlight ethics. Ethics are the moral principles by which we live and work. In a salon setting, ethical standards should guide you in the conduct with clients and fellow employees. When your actions are respectful, courteous, and helpful, you are behaving in an ethical manner. End of highlighting. You have a few minutes when we've completed this to go back to Figure 210 and complete your self-care test. Please turn to page 33. Develop a positive personality and a great attitude. Please highlight personality. Cosmetologists interact with people from all walks of life, every day, all day. It is useful, therefore, to have a sense of how differently personality traits work together. Refer regularly to the following characteristics of a healthy, positive attitude. Diplomacy. Being assertive is good because it helps people understand your position. However, it is a short step from assertive to aggressive or even bullying. Take your attitude temperature and see how well you did in practice in the art of diplomacy. Diplomacy, please highlight. Diplomacy, also known as tact, is the ability to deliver truthful, even sometimes critical or difficult messages in a kind way. End of highlighting. Again, Diplomacy is also known as tact. It is the ability to deliver truthful and even sometimes critical or difficult messages in a kind way. End of highlighting. Pleasing tone of voice. The tone of your voice is a personality trait. Please highlight personality trait. But if your natural voice is harsh and rude, or if you tend to mumble, you can consciously improve by speaking more softer or clearly. Another technique is to smile when speaking, if it's always appropriate. This will help the tone of your voice, practicing smiling in person and when talking on the phone. Please turn to page 34. Please highlight emotional stability. Emotional stability, learning how to handle confrontation and how to share your feelings in a professional manner, are all important indicators of emotional stability. End of highlighting. Please highlight sensitivity. Being sensitive means compassionate and responsive to other people. End of highlighting. Values and goals. It's important to set goals and let your values and your goals guide your behavior and direction in life. Receptive and respect. Please highlight. Being interested in other people and responsive to their opinions, feelings, and ideas. This involves taking time to really listen to others. Also to be open-minded and willing to work with all personality types. End of highlighting. Respect. Effective communication skills. Commit to practicing effective communication through active listening, nonverbal and verbal skills. For additional information, scoot ahead to Chapter 4, Communicating for Success. Moving to page 35, you have time now to complete all your review questions. Utilize your study tools and your chapter glossary. I'm going to highly recommend completing your summary book, your exam review questions also. If you need to do flashcards, please do them based on the highlighting I recommended. If you have any questions, shoot us a message and we're happy to help. Looking forward to Chapter 3.